is just three separate little stories about people who have some hearing loss, and I suppose the commercial is just an illustration of how even a small amount of hearing loss can affect your ability to communicate with other people.
There's a stigma attached to hearing aids, and people that have a hearing loss are often afraid of doing anything about their hearing because of wearing a hearing aid is associated with being old.
The agency have written something for characters who are not maybe who you would expect to see in a commercial like this, because we have a kind of stereotype in our mind of people who would use a hearing aid, and that's not right, that's not true. I mean, people need help with their hearing from quite an early age, or may need help with their hearing from quite an early age. So we've cast people who are fit, vital, you know, people who are still in the workplace and all that.
You're going to see a show on Broadway? It's great.
Well, what we initially did is we did an awful lot of homework before we went to produce the ad, and we did research asking questions like, does it affect you that your loved one has a hearing loss? And what we found there was that 56% of them said, I noticed they have a hearing loss because their television is turned up loud, but they don't think they have a hearing loss. And where we went from that is we did up a brief, and we went and we spoke to 3 or 4 different agencies. And what we liked about McCann was that they came up with exactly what we wanted, the naked truth about the fact that people that suffer from hearing loss will avoid it for 10 to 15 years because there's a stigma attached to hearing aids. And if someone close to you has a hearing loss, you start to overcompensate for them. So that's what we're showing in the ad.
The idea of the commercial is that people don't notice these discrete hearing aids, but they will notice if your hearing is not working properly, because you know you won't be responsive and you won't be able to communicate in quite the same way.
The main objective of this ad is just to raise awareness of hearing loss and to get people, everyone, to deal with their hearing, not just elderly. That's our main objective, is to put hearing loss on people's health agenda.
It does make you think about hearing loss as something that's fixable, and therefore the idea of not fixing it begins to seem a bit foolish, especially with the technology now where the hearing aids are incredibly discreet. Which is worse, to wander around pretending you don't need a hearing aid, which people don't even really notice you have, or to be manifestly hard of hearing? And so in that sense it's sort of obvious what the choice should be.